Hi, my name is Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and professional traveler. Today I'm coming to you from Taos, New Mexico. This is one of the most unique towns in all of America. Why is that? Well, let's find out. Taos, New Mexico is definitely one of the most unique towns in all of America. With respect to shopping and history and culture and structure, it's definitely absolutely unique and one of a kind. In fact, there's more information I'm going to tell you in just a moment, but if you wouldn't mind just taking a moment and hitting that subscribe button, that would really help keep my channel going, and it supports me. You don't get spammed with email or anything. It just makes the subscriber count go up, and it makes it much easier to bring you this material. And thank you very much for supporting me. So why is Taos, New Mexico such a unique place? Well, if you look around at the shops, just everything, oh, my phone's a little greasy there, sorry. Been traveling pretty hard. This is the town square. Now, this is a very different town square than other places. Being in New Mexico, this is stylized after town squares in Mexico. Now, of course, the Spanish settlers originally came here in I think it was the early 1600s, based on the info chart over there, and then this square was started in the late 1700s. But originally in the valley, this place has been here for 400 years with settlements, at least of Europeans. Native tribes, no idea, way back. I mean, dinosaur tracks, everything here. But why is Taos, New Mexico so unique? Well, if you've ever heard of Taos, New Mexico, Santa Fe, New Mexico, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and soon Sedona, at least the three are the most famous art capital towns of, I would say, America. Now, of course, you might say, oh, well, Chicago, New York, LA, Miami, they have more famous artworks and all that. But if you were an artist and you wanted to set up a shop, you'd be hard-pressed to go wrong with Taos, New Mexico. Now, hotel rooms go from like $80 to maybe $200. I mean, compare that to Santa Fe. Santa Fe is definitely more expensive. In Jackson Hole, $80. You might get a campsite for $80. But in the winter, this plaza is actually covered in snow. So it's this weird sort of thing where it's like desert hot, but then in the winter it's snowy because the elevation here is actually really high. Now, if I were smart, I would have looked it up and told you what it was, but I'll see if I can remember to put a link below to what the elevation of Taos, New Mexico is. Otherwise, I'll just put a link to the town and you can check it out. But, you know, for tourism and things, I'm just looking at people here doing all sorts of craziness. There's a plaza over there. There's all sorts of stuff. So for me, this is in scale roughly like Jackson Hole, but with a completely southwest flavor rather than western. For Santa Fe, I'm not sure. For the plaza in Sedona's still definitely growing up, but Taos, Santa Fe, and Jackson have been established for a long time. When I was in Santa Fe, no, it's 15 years ago. Yeah, it's like that. But you know, Sedona, when I was there 20 years ago, it's definitely changed. So let me just cut off here and I'll pan around and I'll show you what it's like. Interestingly, the t-shirts are exactly the same as Jackson Hole, other than the title. it's actually pretty neat because the tallest mountains in New Mexico actually serve as a backdrop for the main intersection in Taos. Now the neat thing about Taos, unlike Jackson Hole, is that it has a lot of alleys that you can actually explore too, with shops and some restaurants. One of the challenges is most of these places are shops and only a fewer restaurants. Quilting shops, all sorts of fun. And I did eat at this place and it was pretty good and very reasonably priced. So you can actually just explore these little alleys, and fortunately there actually are public restrooms just down the way from the alley cantina as well, so very handy. One interesting tidbit is the alley cantina building apparently is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, in all of Taos. But the information said that it burned down and been destroyed a couple times, so it's the site of the most oldest building in the city. And I just found another alley to come down and check out. It is definitely endless. This is like a shopping mall, but much more interesting. That's for sure, because it doesn't look like they have any of your favorite brands, which I have to say I like. You might actually find something original. Huh. This is cool. Mooncat Fiber. Oh. Well, this is the second yarn shop I found. Found one up the way called Vortex Yarns. Mooncat Fiber. It's hidden in a little corner. So you can buy yarn or made items. Wow. Now I know people who knit, and I know how much work this is, so I definitely appreciate the effort. And just like Jackson Hole and Santa Fe and now Sedona, there are just tons and tons of art shops. Tons. And why do I say tons as opposed to count? Because the amount of material they have weighs tons. So as the day winds down and the shops close and you just kind of do a little bit of window shopping, it's still really nice here and it's finally cooled down. So if you come in the scorching heat of the day, go have a dinner, come out, and the sun's starting to go down, the clouds are coming up, and oh, much better. So I haven't even found all the alleyways and shops. You could probably spend a couple days here poking around if you have the time. So it's definitely worth a visit, that's for sure. My name's Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and professional traveler. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and comment on my video, hit subscribe on the channel. Also, please support me on Venmo, PayPal, and Patreon. Thank you very much for watching.